Coming up on BG Today, the Board of Trustees announces big changes to two major colleges on campus. And a look into the Life Design program, a first in university history. Plus, women's soccer battles to earn a draw ahead of their Michigan matchup.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
But first, the man witnesses say crashed into 3 cars, killing a BGSU student and injuring 10 other people, is out of jail after facing charges from a separate incident. Welcome to BG Today. I'm Claire Mitchell. Toledo police arrested 42-year-old James Baker on September 18th for disorderly conduct and public intoxication. He was released 1 day later. Right now, Highway Patrol is also investigating Baker for his role in the deadly crash on U.S. Route 6 east of BG. Alcohol is also believed to be involved, but the crash is still under full investigation. Highway Patrol says it could be another month until any changes or charges are filed. A reminder, construction on Worcester Street will continue through October. Work began last week on East Worcester. The $2.6 million resurfacing project stretches all the way from the railroad tracks to Campbell Hill Road. During this time, 1 lane of traffic will be maintained in each direction. And September is Suicide Prevention Month. All year long, the Wellness Connection is putting on events and sharing resources to help students get involved, support a friend, or help yourself. So far, there have been several campus events highlighting the importance of mental health. One event is the Mental Health Clothing Recovery Drive. The Wellness Connection is partnering with Unison Health in seeking donations from the community. New or gently used clothing is encouraged to be donated, along with the unused hygiene products. There are several drop-off location bins, including the Union, residence halls, and the Counseling Center. New changes are coming to the College of Technology, Architecture, and Applied Engineering. Last week, the Board of Trustees held its first meeting of the 2022-23 academic year. At its meeting, trustees passed a redesign of the college that creates separate schools for engineering and aviation. The landmark change plans on enhancing education opportunities for its students. And at that same meeting, an exciting recognition for the freshman class. Trustees acknowledged that new freshman enrollment is up 7% compared to last fall, and it's also one of the most diverse and highest achieving freshman classes in university history. BGSU is going to look brand spanking new come 2023. On top of Worcester Street and Alumni Gateway projects, BGSU is also adding a life design space to campus. I went and did some digging. Check it out. BGSU has been undergoing a series of construction projects this fall, one of which is the new Jeffrey H. Radbill Center for College and Life Design. It's being built in the Math Science building on campus. Unique to BGSU, the Life Design program allows students of all grade levels to explore their majors and make connections with fellow Falcons and staff. Vice President for Design Your BGSU and Life Design Ambassador Nicole Hood says Life Design gave her a sense of belonging as a new student.
I have a really great support system around me from the Life Design team, so that has also been really great. I just feel very connected through Life Design to BGSU, and so it's just been a wonderful opportunity for me.
In spring of 2022, BG announced a generous $13.5 million donation to Life Design, gifted by 2 alumni, Mike Colleen and Jeff Radbill himself. Included in the donation, a dedicated space for students to design their college experience with life coaches.
Yeah, so this center is just going to allow us to outreach to more students and provide services to more students. So BGSU's motto is, belong, stand out, go far. So we really just strive to make sure that students find their sense of belonging and can thrive and figure out what they want to do in the future. And we just are a program that really likes to help students make sure that they can find their sense of belonging and go far.
Life Design offices are currently located on the 2nd floor of Central Hall, but will slowly transfer in the coming months. When finished, BGSU will be the only college campus in the country with a Life Design building for its students. And Nicole also told me that her and the entire Life Design team are just really hopeful for this addition to campus and cannot wait to put it to use when it is completed in January of 2023. For BG24 News, I'm Claire Mitchell. Latinx Heritage Month is in full swing, and members of the BGSU Latino Student Union are celebrating with a series of events. BG News spoke with Latino Student Union President Alona Jackson. She hopes the events will provide information to students who may have questions about Heritage Month. Tonight, a FAFSA and study night highlights solutions to barriers that first-generation Latinx students face on campus. On October 12th, members of the community can metaphorically travel to presenters' home countries at an event. And the month rounds out with an alumni speaker event on October 15th. Check out our website, bgfalconmedia.com, for the full story. And we're going to toss it over to weather for all of our updates on historic Hurricane Ian. Aaron, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Claire. Good afternoon, Bowling Green State University. We are going to see partly cloudy skies with a high of 59 and a low of 46. Tomorrow we will see very similar weather. Sunny with a high of 63 and a low of 45. On Friday, there will be a high of 67 and a low of 47. As the week goes on, we see similar temperatures. We will now look south in Florida, Panhandle, at the major Hurricane Ian. As you look at Hurricane Ian, we will see rapid intensification of this Category 4 hurricane currently making landfall in Cape Coral, Florida. The current wind speed of the hurricane is 155 miles an hour. That is just 2 miles per hour away from a Category 5, which is the highest possible rating. This area is currently under a hurricane warning, storm surge warning, and an extreme wind warning. The area is also under a tornado watch. Tornadoes are expected, however, EF2 and larger tornadoes are not expected at this time. We could see more than 10 inches of rain and a 12 to 18 foot catastrophic storm surge in Cape Coral. Unfortunately, the storm surge is much higher than Cape Coral and Fort Myers elevation, so this event could be catastrophic. There are currently mandatory evacuations as Ian moves over at 9 miles per hour in central Florida. There is a high flooding threat as well as a river flood event in central Florida. As well as these risks, there's also an ongoing tornado threat for the Florida Peninsula. As Ian moves northeast, he could potentially hit South Carolina as a tropical depression. There's a chance that some rain bands from Ian could impact our area. I will be watching this developing storm extremely closely. Please stay tuned to my Twitter account for daily updates on historic Hurricane Ian and any changes to my forecast. Back to you, Claire.
Thank you, Aaron. Sports and more coming up next.
Fighting Falcon Battalion. For more information, visit our website, www.bgsu.edu/army-ROTC, the #1 leadership course on campus.
Welcome back to BG Today. I'm Jenna DeBlasi. The BGSU women's soccer team took on Western Michigan for their second conference game. The Falcons fell behind twice, but battled back to earn a draw. On Sunday, Kennedy White scored both goals for the Falcons as she leads the team with 6 goals and 12 points on the season. Heading into the Central Michigan matchup, Coach Walker believes that it will come down to a full performance to pull away with the win.
We've got a great team. We've got a team that can win a conference again this year. We just have to, the biggest thing is we have to all play well on the same day. And today the forwards in the first half didn't do well, but did really well in the second half. And then we were a little bit sloppy defensively. So we've got to put a full performance together where everybody, offense, defense, midfield, everybody plays well on the same day.
As we head into week 2 of conference play, let's take a look at the MAC women's soccer standings. The Buffalo Bulls and Kent State Golden Flashes are tied at the top, with Miami, Ball State, and Western Michigan all in the hunt for second, with 1 win and 1 tie. Bowling Green currently sits in 7th. The Akron Zips have struggled in conference play with 0 wins and 2 losses. On Friday, the BGSU men's soccer team triumphed over Oakland, putting up 3 goals in each half. Alberta Anaya was involved in the scoring of 5 of BGSU's 6 goals. Anaya scored the first 2 goals of the contest and had assists on each of the Falcons' 3 second-half goals. Yesterday, the Falcons hosted Western Michigan, falling short 0-1. This week, the Falcons will travel to Georgetown on Saturday, with first touch set for 7 p.m. The BGSU football team wrapped up the non-conference slate against Mississippi State on Saturday. Tyrone Broden and Harold Fannin Jr. found the end zone, both connecting with Camden Orth. But the Falcons fell short, resulting in a 14-45 finish. The loss brings BG to a 1-3 record. The Falcons will begin MAC competition on Saturday at Akron, with kickoff set at noon. Lauren Hovey led the way for the women's volleyball team with a double-double both Friday and Saturday. The Falcons swept the Kent State Golden Flashes, pushing their record to 7-6 on the season and 2-0 in the MAC. This weekend, the Falcons will host their next 2 matches against Ohio University. The Bobcats currently are 1 game ahead of the Falcons in the MAC standings. Falcon hockey is getting ready to start their season as they travel to Northern Michigan this weekend. Reporter Charlie Ryan has more.
To take on a physically aggressive Northern Michigan team.
Yeah, we need to be disciplined. We want our guys to play hard and be competitive, and again, to piggyback on what you said, we want our guys to be aggressive. We don't want to cross the line, and we don't want to put ourselves in difficult spots where we're taking penalties and giving a really good team like Northern Michigan power play opportunities. But again, if we're playing hard and we're competitive and we're intense, that's a good thing for us.
Last season, the Falcons led the CCHA in penalty minutes, something that they are looking to change, working with a more experienced team this season.
A lot of it had to do with, we had a bunch of new guys playing college hockey for the first time. So hopefully a year of experience has helped a bunch of them, and then we have some guys back for their 5th year, so their experience will certainly help us.
One of the players returning is goaltender Zach Rose, who missed part of last season due to a hip labral tear. Rose says that the mixture of new and older players is what will instead define this team.
New guys, I think we're going to be able to penetrate their defense and get some good scoring chances, some goals. And I think defensively, we definitely added some depth there. So I think we're going to be able to shut them down.
One of the biggest issues, though, that the Falcons faced last season was finding a way to break through that neutral zone and into the attacking third. Something that defenseman Max Coyle says comes down to keeping the aggression up front.
I think that's kind of everyone's game plan, especially the start of the season, is kind of crash the net, get a lot of pucks on net, just kind of see where the ball starts rolling from there.
Eigner also mentioned working on pushing all 5 players on the ice into attacking positions, something we started to see throughout the CCHA last season.
I think we'll see a little more aggression this year. I think we want to play fast and play hard and take it to the other teams and not sit back and wait for them to make a mistake. So I think we have a lot of guys that can get up and go, and I think that's what we're going to use.
Although Adam Pitters worked mainly on the back line last season, this new formation has Pitters moving much more aggressively on the attack, which could be helping that aggression building between the Falcons and their rivals, the Wildcats.
They kind of heartbroke us, beat us first round of playoffs at home, and then last year we didn't really have a good showing against them last year, so I think just all the anger from losing to them recently, and I think we don't really like each other, us 2 teams, so it always helps us push farther and push harder. So
at Slater Family Ice Arena, Charlie Ryan, BG24.
You can catch all the weekend action on 88.1 WBGU with puck drop at 6:07 p.m. That's it for sports this week. Back to you, Claire.
Yes, really excited to be back watching Falcon hockey. Thank you, Jenna. And thank you for watching BG Today. Follow us for the latest news on Twitter at BG24TV or find us on the web at bgfalconmedia.com. And we will be back next Wednesday with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.